your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772 340 1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems, and we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
That's right, you
That's
do,
right.
and we are back ready to answer your computer technical questions. So, your cybersecurity questions, your streaming questions. Um, so, we're here right now. A Faster PC Live technical support is on the air, ready to answer your questions. So, give us a call, 772 340 1590, 772 340 1590. A Faster PC Live technical support. We will answer your computer technical, cybersecurity, and streaming questions. So that's what we're here for. We're here to help you out. And I think we're getting our live streams going over on YouTube and Facebook, and those are all working. So you can actually head over there. We've actually been streaming, for about a little bit over a minute now, and we're here ready to answer your computer questions. If you have questions, give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. You can also text your questions to our business line, 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. You can also type your questions into the comment section of our live videos going on Facebook, our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel right now. Now, I did want to let you know that we have been, if you don't know already, we have been rolling out individual topics that we cover on this show. We've been rolling those out to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And this past week, because we had an event coming up in the middle of the week and we didn't get to it during the last week's show. So that was the actual presidential debate. And what I did is I actually rolled out a separate video that I recorded in the middle of the week. We rolled that out, and so that way you could learn. If you didn't have cable TV, you could see how to watch that the presidential debate. Now we do have multiple videos out there for sporting events and for other types of content. And of course, if there's anything that you want to watch that you don't know how to watch or you want to see us cover, whether it's streaming, technical, anything, just let us know, and we will actually plan on covering that in a either this video or in a future video. So you can actually let us know about that, and you can let us know by commenting in the comment on one of the live videos, calling our store, 772-878-5978, texting our store, 772-878-5978. You can also, of course, call into the studio, 772-340-1590. One of the things that we will be rolling out, a video that we'll be rolling out this evening, is how to watch tennis matches from Wimbledon. So if you're out there and you want to learn how to watch those, that video, by the way, we covered it in last week's show. So if you can't wait until we roll out that video this evening, you can actually just head over to our Facebook page or YouTube channel. You can watch last week's show. You'll be able to see that. We will be covering today some of the latest security threats as well, and we'll be covering some ways that you want to make sure, or some things to watch out for, I guess, if you're actually purchasing a computer and really getting it from someone other than a Faster PC. Because if we build your computer, we're going to build it correctly, but it doesn't always happen all the time with some other corporations, other companies. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later as well. Now, one of the things that I did want to just go over we have actually gone over this a little bit, and last week we went over this a little bit, and so what we want to do is just show you another way that you can actually view another way that you can actually view shows and content for free on the internet, or on a smart TV, or on your iPhone or your iPad. And this is with ABC's streaming application. Now, we went over this, and by the way, we also have a standalone video out on Facebook and YouTube on how you can watch the College World Series without cable TV. So if you're interested in that, you can actually watch that as well. But one of the things that we did go over, we did recently go over how to actually watch certain content, and some of the content was going to be available on ABC, and they actually have a streaming platform, and so we actually rolled that out. We looked at that, and we weren't. It was my first time looking at it. I wasn't really 100% sure what you could watch for free. It's interesting. Some of the streaming platforms, like, if you were to go to CBS, or you were to go to NBC, they both have a streaming subscription that you can subscribe to watch all of their live programming. And sometimes they have a different level or different tiers of streaming platforms. And sometimes you can watch certain content on one. And if you have a higher tier, you can watch some other content as well. Well, one of the things ABC is, it's interesting, they're actually owned by Disney, but they do not have a way that you can actually subscribe to just the ABC network. But they do offer a lot of content for free, and if you do have another provider that you're already paying for that provides ABC, you can watch it that way as well, although that kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. But I'm going to switch over here to a full screen and actually go over and show you this streaming platform. So when you go to live TV, so this is abc.com/watch-live. So when you go there, it's kind of what you see is you don't see a lot, and what you have to do, well, they do have some content here, and they're showing you what's actually live, and so you can actually look at this, but you have to log in, and you have to log in with a cable TV provider, or they do have, because they're owned by Disney, there is they are part of the Hulu plus Live TV. Of course, if you had YouTube TV or another one, you could watch it as well. But there's a lot of content that you can watch here for free without any subscription. So if we click over to browse, so this is abc.com/browse, we will see quite a bit of content available for free. You see General Hospital, 2020, CMA Fest, 911, Grey's Anatomy, The Bear. I saw Shark Tank on here. There's Jimmy Kimmel Live. There's we talked about Billy and Molly recently, The Rookie. So some of this is various sitcoms or soap operas or late night shows. So you see some of these are movies that you can actually watch. American Idol. You also see Michael Strahan, John Bon Jovi, Halfway There. So Jeopardy Masters. So a lot of content. There's the Shark Tank. So if we wanted to click on Shark Tank, we can actually click there, and we would actually be able to watch this. And so this is season 15. So it's they're not giving you everything, but you know what? You're not paying a dime for this, and you can actually actually watch this. So here's episode 12. We can click on episode 12. It'll come up. Those that are listening on the live stream, you'll actually be able to hear part of this as it starts to play, and I'll pause it right after that. But those that are listening on the radio, just know that, hey, you can go here and you to abc.com and /browse, and you'll be able to actually see and watch various content. By the way, there is an ABC app that you can get and install on various smart TVs, including Roku, and if you don't have a smart TV, you can get a Roku device or an Amazon Fire Stick. You can install this there. You can also, the Apple Play.
Tonight on Shark Tank. I'm Jay Cutler.
The Apple TV device, you can get this and you can watch it.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there just go to www.afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page, or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer technology, streaming, and cybersecurity questions, anything dealing with computers, technology. One thing I forgot to mention in the last segment, a Faster PC's YouTube channel just recently passed 10,000 views. So we're going to be following this, and you can get out there, go over there to our YouTube channel, like our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share them. You can help us get to 11, 12, 13. By the way, I think we've been on, I don't know, about, I think this is our third year on YouTube. But recently we have had a lot of, we've been rolling out a lot of individual videos, gotten a lot of those views in the last few months, and maybe in the last 2 months even. And we're going to be continuing to roll out that video content. Now, one thing that we have happen sometimes is we have customers that buy computers elsewhere, and that's certainly fine. We will service HP computers, we'll service Lenovo computers, we service Acer, we service Asus, we service Dell, we service Apple, we service all kinds of different computers. Wherever you get your computer from, well, we can help you, and we can help resolve computer problems, and we can help speed up your computer and make it faster. One of the things that we see sometimes is that customers go out and buy a computer, and a lot of times it's not that they're being cheap. It's that the company they're buying from just isn't doing a proper job in preparing their computer and making their computer so that it is as fast as what they're paying for. We had one customer, and we talked about this, really this is probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, that we talked about this here on this show. We had one customer that actually had a computer in a work environment, and they wanted to buy, they had a home office as well for another business, and they wanted to buy a similar computer. So they called up this big name computer company, and they ordered a computer, and they said, I want it to be just like this other one. They gave them the information. The salesperson knew what they had, and they sent them a computer that was capable of being fast, but it actually had a slow platter hard drive. The platter hard drives are slow; they're not fast. So this is so we actually upgraded that computer to an SSD drive. Well, we recently had a computer that came in our shop. The customer had some issues with the computer, and we were working on resolving those. And as we were talking to him about the speed of his computer. He had a fast, quick processor. He had plenty of RAM, but the problem was his computer was slow, and he was complaining that his computer was slow. And we talked to him, and we said, if we can put an SSD drive in here, well, if we can put an SSD drive in here, this will phenomenally speed up your computer because your computer is fast. It's fast enough to run a quick, it's fast enough to run a system. It's fast enough to boot up quickly, open up your browser, to do everything quickly. There's no reason that you should be waiting on this computer. So we talked to him, and he agreed to have us upgrade him to an SSD drive. So we didn't know, well, did this computer have, serial ATA? We know it's going to have a serial ATA connection. It was a desktop computer. But there's another type of connection called an NVMe connection. And the throughput on an NVMe connection is anywhere from 4 to 10 times faster, depending on the technology of the drive, the technology of that's in the motherboard. We always want to use that if the customer has it, if the motherboard has it, if the motherboard supports it. So we pulled out both of those drives, opened up his computer, and we're preparing to do this SSD upgrade, when lo and behold, we actually found that he already has an SSD hard drive in his computer. In fact, when he purchased his computer with a fast SSD drive, and it is an NVMe SSD drive, and that's plugged directly into the motherboard. And again, it's a faster type of SSD. The SSDs, any SSD is phenomenally faster than a Platter hard drive, but the NVMe is at least 4 to 5 times faster than a serial ATA SSD. So an SSD, by the way, stands for solid state drive. So the Platter hard drive, the ones that I'm referring to as a slow drive, they have metal platters that spin around at 4,500 RPMs or 5,400 RPMs or 7,200 RPMs, or if you have a really, really fast, even though it's still slow, Platter hard drive, it might spin it at 10,000 or even 15,000 RPMs. But even a 15,000 RPM drive, which, by the way, you're not going to get in any desktop computer. I mean, you probably could, but those are really for servers. But even one of the things that happens is with those SSD drives, the Platter drives, they're so much slower than an SSD drive. We do have a caller on the line, so we're going to go to that, and we'll come back to this topic in just a few minutes. We have Dave on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC Live technical support, Dave. How can we help you today?
Hi, Brian. I've got a question about Microsoft Outlook. I have when I purchased the computer, I purchased Outlook and Microsoft Office on the computer direct from the manufacturer. So it's actually resident on the hard drive.
Okay.
And I had 2 emails. Both of them are work emails. And it all was working fine until I went to work part-time for a company that I had to add a third Microsoft Outlook email on, but theirs is Microsoft 365, which, as you know, is a cloud-based Microsoft Outlook program.
Yes.
And when I did that, then Microsoft Outlook became very slow, and it was spending a lot of time synchronizing everything. So I deleted the one older Microsoft resident on the hard drive email because I thought I could live without it, which I can. And when I did that, it speeded everything up. But when I did that, my Microsoft second email that at one time was resident on the hard drive, now it is Microsoft 365. It's gone to Microsoft 365. No longer, it has a different look to it, Brian, so that's how I know it's happened. So now both of my emails, the work email originally and now this new one I've added, are both Microsoft 365. I didn't request this to happen. It just kind of occurred that way when I added the new employer email. So now I got both with the Microsoft 365 out. And I kind of don't like it that way, and I'm not really sure where my Outlook is residing. Where are all the sent and saved emails? Are they on the new employer's 365 cloud, Or are they on my hard drive now? So
Yeah,
I really want to go back to the way it was. One email using Microsoft Outlook on my hard drive, the other one employer-based 365 cloud-based. So that's my question. Is that possible?
Yeah, so there's a few things here. One is that your employer may have subscribed to Microsoft 365 with Microsoft on their business platforms. One of the things that you can do is you can actually businesses can subscribe to Microsoft email accounts without the desktop version of Microsoft Office. And there's one price for that. They can also subscribe to the Microsoft Office products without a business email address, and then they can subscribe to the Microsoft Office with a cloud-based email as well. All of these, by the way, if you have a Microsoft Cloud, or if you have a Microsoft account that comes with email, you can actually, with that, you can actually go to office.com or outlook.com. You can go to outlook.com, log in, and you can access your email. But you can also, if they have also purchased the Microsoft 365 subscription that includes the Microsoft applications, not just the cloud applications, but the desktop applications, you can install that and install it on your computer. It almost sounds like maybe that's what happened. There is some confusion, though, with Microsoft 365 and Outlook, and that Microsoft recently, Microsoft has a consumer email platform that has been Windows Mail. And they've been telling people that use Windows Mail recently, they've been telling them that they're going to discontinue Windows Mail and they're going to transition over to Outlook. But it's not the same Outlook that comes with the full Microsoft Office suite. And recently, we've seen some customers that they've gotten to notice that Microsoft needs to update Outlook, and they've gone and it's done the update, and then they've opened up Outlook, and it's very different, and they don't see everything that they normally would see. And what they're actually looking at is they're looking at the new, and it actually says new Outlook, but it's not the full Outlook that comes with Microsoft Office, whether it's a standalone version that you buy. It sounds like that's what you did originally. You had a standalone Microsoft Office software that included Outlook, but and it's not the same version that would come in Microsoft 365. It's actually it's a scaled down version. So that's one possibility. Another possibility is that these other accounts just aren't set up in the new, that you're actually using the Microsoft 365 Outlook, but that those email accounts aren't set up, or maybe the Outlook files aren't set up. Now, emails can be set up a number of ways. They can be set up as POP3, where the emails all come into your computer. They reside on your computer. Depending on the settings, they can be deleted from the server, or they can stay on the server, or they can be deleted from the server after a certain period of time, or deleted from the server after they're deleted from your deleted box. That's all settings. There's another newer way of doing email called IMAP. And with IMAP, what's on your computer is also on the server. And Google Gmail is IMAP. Also, the Google Business Suite, G Suite, is also on IMAP. And so you have that. AT&T and Yahoo, those are all IMAP, but they can be configured for POP3 as well. So that makes it a little bit more confusing. But if your email was set up with POP3, then you'll have a PST file on your computer. And what you're going to do, I'll switch over to a full screen to just show this. One of the things you're going to want to do is, first of all, with Outlook closed, you're going to want to go into the control panel. And we may not, by the way, get done with all of this explaining before we go to a break. And if we do, I'll continue this on the other side of that. But you're going to want to go to the control panel, and I went there just by searching for control. You can do that in Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11. And in the control panel, I have changed my view from category view to large icon, and then you're going to see mail. So when we look at mail, we can actually go into mail here. And so mail will open up, and this will show the various accounts and settings that are set up on your computer. And this really, you get a better view when you go into mail. First of all, you see data files, and you'll also see email accounts. So if we click on email accounts, you can actually go in and you can see various email accounts. You can also go to data files, and you can go into any of these email accounts, and you can see how they're set up under the email tab, whether they're set up as POP3, whether they're set up as IMAP. And we'll go over, when we're coming out of the next break, we'll go over how Microsoft is doing their online exchange version, which it sounds like that's what you're using for the new company and the new email address as well.
Right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back. We're ready to answer your computer and technology questions, so you can actually head on over. Any questions you have, you can give us a call, 772-340-1590. You can also type in your questions into the live videos going on Facebook and YouTube. I do monitor those. You can also type in your questions after the fact, anytime you want. Throughout the week, we'll cover that in a future video. If it's not during a live show, or if we can't get to it during the live show. So we were answering the question. We'll continue to answer this question from Dave about email. Now, one of the things that we were going over. Let me switch back to a full screen on, just so we can, you guys that are watching on the live stream, or maybe you're not able to watch right now, but you want to watch it later on, you can actually see this. So we went into the control panel. To get there, we just clicked on the search field, or you might actually have a search box down there on your taskbar. I've shortened it just to the short search field, and then I just typed in control, and I clicked on the control panel. Most likely all you'll have to do is start typing control. I then clicked on mail. That brings up the mail shortcut there, and so you actually have various email accounts, and you see I have a lot of them here, and you also have data files. Now, if your computer was set up with POP3, then you're going to use a PST file, and if that email is no longer set up, you can actually add it back in just by clicking on new. And when you click on new, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to actually set up a new account. You will need to know, first of all, you'll type in your name, you'll type in the email address, you'll type in the password. Now, if the server that this is hosting on is a fairly new server, like if it's Google Gmail, or if it's Yahoo, or if you're using Microsoft's cloud-based Exchange, then it will be able to get the information and all the settings just from you typing this in and clicking next. Well, otherwise, if you're not sure, or if it's an older server, it's using POP3, or you have to manually configure it, you just click on manually configure, manual setup, and you click next, and you can tell whether it's POP3 or IMAP, whether it's Microsoft 365, whether it's an exchange, a local exchange. So we're going to click on POP3 or IMAP, and then you'll click next, and you'll type in your information. So you have your name, your email address, you have the incoming server, the outgoing server. You'll have to know all of that. This is set up for POP3, but you can switch it to IMAP if it's IMAP. There's a username and password. There's also more settings. So let's say we'll just say test for the username and test at POP3.com. This is obviously not a real account, but let's say this is a POP3. So we'll do mail.test.com. And what you would obviously need to fill in whatever your information is, and so you would put in your information. You'll also have more settings. Typically on the outgoing, if it's you'll typically will have to authenticate on the outgoing server. You also have an advanced tab, and on the advanced tab, you have whether you use encryption or not, and you'll have to change the ports. And typically, and you'll also choose the outgoing encryption type and the port as well, if you have that. There's also a section on whether to leave a copy of the email on the server, or for how long, or to not leave a copy on the server. So you can set all that up. You'll also have a test button here where you can actually test the settings and make sure this is going to work. Now, if you were using POP3 and you were deleting the emails from the server, then they're not going to be on the server. The emails you've already received won't be on the server. And so, what you'll need to do is to get that old PST file. So once you get this all set up, it'll have new emails, but it won't have old emails. So what you'll need to do is we'll hold down the Windows key on your keyboard. That's the key that looks like a 4-pane window. It's typically to the left of the left Alt key, to the left of the space bar. And all those, some computers, if you have a desktop computer with a regular USB keyboard or wireless keyboard, and it's a really cheap one, it may not have it may say WIN, or it may just have a blank there if they didn't want to pay Microsoft for the logo. But what you're going to want to do is just open up the Windows Explorer. You're going to want to go to the C drive, and you're going to want to do a search for star.pst. So this is where your file will be located. It'll actually search, and it'll actually search through your computer. Now, I don't think I'll find any on the C drive, because I actually store my PST files on another drive. But in your case, you might find them. They may be in the Documents folder. Typically, there's an Outlook folder inside of your Documents folder. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually look at that, and with that, you're going to want to look at the file or the folder and see if that folder is there. Now, you're also it also may be in the app data folder of your user profile, but this will search through your computer and eventually find PST files. Now, if your computer was IMAP, if the account was IMAP, once you set it up as IMAP, all the settings that you had before and all the emails will all come over. They'll all be there. So that's real easy. Microsoft 365 is similar to IMAP, but it's actually Microsoft Exchange. So what it uses is the old Microsoft Exchange format, but it's in a cloud. So Microsoft has a server that's running, and it's allowing you to use Microsoft Exchange. So it's very similar to a desktop or a server version of a Microsoft Exchange, but because it's cloud-based, you can use it anywhere. So those are some of the settings, and with micro. And let me switch back over to full screen just to show you. One of the things you may want to do is just do a search and actually search for Outlook, just to make sure that you're in the correct Outlook, because if you see on my computer, those that are watching, I'll verbally describe this for those that are listening on the radio, but those that are watching this video. So what I see is I see an Outlook app, and then I see Outlook New. Now, as I mentioned earlier, some people are getting confused with this, and we actually had a client that called us this week that actually he was in the Outlook New, and he didn't see everything that he was used to seeing, and it didn't look like he was used to seeing. It didn't have all of his email addresses, didn't have all the content, the contacts and everything like that. So, this Outlook New is a lighter, scaled down consumer version that's completely free. It's replacing Windows Mail, and so with that, just realize if you're using Outlook New, it's not the same as Microsoft Outlook. And Microsoft Outlook, you'll see here, it's just Outlook, and it says Outlook and App, has a different logo. It has the normal Microsoft Office logo, and you should be able to use, if you have installed Microsoft 365 applications, you should be able to use the full version of Outlook. And I would imagine even that your old settings would come over. So that's one thing to check, is just check and see whether you're using the new Outlook or whether you're using Outlook or whether you're using Outlook online, because you mentioned using it online. And you'll want to use the Outlook that's on your computer. Although, you can use online, but the online version probably is only going to have that new account. It's probably not going to have your older accounts. Once you get into Outlook, it's possible that the older accounts are right there and everything works. If they're not there, again, you want to follow the steps, close out Outlook, go to Mail. There is, by the way, in Outlook, if you go to Outlook, there is a way with Outlook that you can actually go to File, and you can actually go to Accounts and Account Settings, and what it'll do is it'll actually open up your account settings, and it's kind of similar to what we were looking at when we were looking in the control panel, but it's not quite the same. You don't always get all of the detail when you're here in this software, but especially with the newer versions of Microsoft. But you can get in there. Make sure that your emails are set up. You can import your data. Like if I had a PST file that was in a different location that wasn't open, I could actually click on Add, and I could navigate to that location. Like for instance, we were searching earlier for the PST files, and again, I'm not going to find any on the C drive. If I switch over to the D drive and I search for PST files, I probably, they're actually probably on the E drive now, because I have that's where I have my Microsoft OneDrive is on the E drive. So anyway, wherever they are, you want to do a search. You want to actually pay attention to the file path where they are. You can even when you find them in the search, you can even, like here's actually, I see the PST files. I don't think it's actually starting to search yet. So I'll show you once it finds one, and I do think that they're on the E drive. I'll do a search real quick on the D drive as well, just to make sure that we find them. But you can right click on the search result, the files in the search result, and left click on Open File Location, and that will actually show you the file location, and that'll be in the top bar, and this bar up here, the address bar, and you can copy that location, and then you can go back into Outlook, and you can be able to add that file to your Outlook. You can actually import it, import it into another file, or you can just add that file. You can also, when you're setting up an account, if the account is not set up, and you're setting up an account, you can actually have it use an existing PST file. So if you already have a PST file that was already being used, and it looks like that's still searching on the C drive for PSTs. So I don't know, might have to open up another one to search on the E drive, but wherever you find the files, they'll be there. And then when you're setting up the account, if you had an account, let's say the account was my email address at test.com. Well, you could actually, if you had a test.com PST file, you can actually use that test.com PST file for that email address. So that's something you can do. It gets a little bit tricky. If you need any help with it, just give us a call and we can help you.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We'll be open until 2 today. Open next week, 9 to 5, with the exception of Thursday, where we'll be closed for the 4th, and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Have a happy 4th of July. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is Looking for a Few Good Men with the Mettle to Be Men and Fathers, Part 2. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
245 years ago, brave men pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to establish a country where we can live free. Our nation isn't perfect, but it is the greatest nation on the face of the earth. This July 4th, let us honor the sacrifice of the many who fought to establish and preserve our freedom. Thank God for His blessings on America, and fight to return our nation back to God. God bless America.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
Sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Allison Keys. The nation is captivated by fallout from this week's first presidential debate of